Bitcoin to $80,000 is a lot sooner than people think. Now, guys, there has been a huge shift in momentum with Bitcoin and crypto as a whole. Let's get into it and go over what exactly has happened, what is new, and why I think that just maybe we might be getting ready for a reversal. Now, welcome back to the channel, guys. It is your boy with the Bitcoin to $1 million channel, guys. This is the channel where I make daily Bitcoin videos going over a bunch of things like price prediction, strategic reserve stuff, basically everything you need to know to understand why Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million. Now, to be fully transparent and fully clear with you guys, I did think that Bitcoin was probably going to have a bit of a rocky and, dare I say, sideways bearish year this year. And that was basically due to the fact that, yeah, assuming 4-year cycles are still intact, we should have a pretty shitty year, right? Also considering things like interest rates and, the whole war we have going on. It's a pretty, scary year for a lot of people. A lot of countries are going into a recession this year, but it looks like Bitcoin doesn't care. And yesterday and today was a great, explanation of that, or maybe a great demonstration of that it doesn't care. If you take a look at Bitcoin, guys, it's currently stagnant today, but in the past week, guys, Bitcoin is looking pretty decent, up 6.5%, right? We almost hit $76,000, and there is now an 83% chance that Bitcoin hits $80,000 this year. And guys, if it hits 80,000, who knows what that momentum can do, right? Will we be able to get to 100K from there? I don't know. A lot of people are calling for a bear trap. I don't think that's the case. I do think that, listen, if we're going to do this, we're going to do this, right? We could see, guys, in the last month as well, Bitcoin is up 7.8%. In the past year, guys, Bitcoin is looking pretty scary, right? Down 11.5%. However, it is going to start to get uglier once we approach the summertime, right? Like July, September. Around that time, unless Bitcoin starts to pump, guys, that 1-year chart is going to look pretty brutal, okay? So let's go over and talk about some other things. First off, guys, Michael Saylor says there isn't enough Bitcoin for everyone. Guys, for those that don't know, Strategy is currently mass buying Bitcoin via Stretch at 3.5x faster than miners can mine it, which is actually nuts to think about, guys. If you really put that into perspective, guys, the supply shock is going to happen a lot sooner than people think. I was having a conversation with a friend earlier who is pretty big into crypto, but thinks that we're very clearly in a bear market right now. And I was saying, I'm like, hey, you understand how much Bitcoin Strategy and Michael Saylor are buying? And he said, well, Saylor's just one person. And I said, yeah, but listen, they're on track to get around 800,000 Bitcoin by the end of this year. Let's say they hit 1 million next year. Do you guys understand how much of the supply that's actually going to be owned by one entity? The whole purpose of this, guys, is it's like an arms race, right? Or like the space race that we had back in the day. Everyone is going to want to get as much Bitcoin as possible. And eventually, again, like Saylor said, there isn't going to be enough Bitcoin for everyone, okay? Now, Saylor's strategy could also surpass BlackRock's Bitcoin holdings in the next couple of weeks as well, which is pretty freaking nuts, guys. It looks like they are going to be very, very close, and I do think it's going to happen a lot sooner than people think. When this happens, I think it's going to be a message to BlackRock. It's going to be a message to all sorts of institutions around the world saying, hey, you know what? We're number one, we're those guys, right? And again, seeing this little competition and battle is pretty cool as well, and do think it will continue. And I do think that eventually BlackRock is going to have to get more aggressive on their accumulation strategy. Now, here's some crazy bullish news that I know you guys haven't even heard about. Kyrgyzstan's national payment network just processed its first Bitcoin and crypto payment in history. Every citizen can now spend Bitcoin at any retail store in the country. Guys, this is freaking nuts. And we've been talking about Kyrgyzstan here and there on the channel as well. Again, I don't think people really understand. There are so many countries, guys, where you could literally go ahead and use Bitcoin, right, and use crypto. And guys, what I'll say as well is there's so many different instances. For example, El Salvador, for those that don't know, they buy 1 Bitcoin every single day and have been doing so for over 2 years now or something like that. So again, guys, Bitcoin, it's not just a bubble, it's not something random, it is here to stay. Okay, moving forward, French public company Capital B is raising $3.46 million to the issuance of warrants to buy more Bitcoin. Again, a small amount when it comes to the grand scheme of things, but still, guys, a pretty decent bag. And again, stuff like this really matters, guys. Remember, this is just one random French company. I believe yesterday I talked about a random British company. These type of countries exist, and again, they are going to be accumulating. And again, it is going to be an arms race. Okay, and finally, guys, Today, the crypto fear and greed index rises to 28, breaking a 48-day extreme fear streak, which is kind of nuts to think about as well, guys. It really does feel like the sentiment has shifted over the past 2-3 days, and I'm pretty excited to see what happens next, and I'm going to be excited to see where things go. So if you guys do want to know what exactly is happening with Bitcoin, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel down below. Other than that, guys, make sure you leave a like and comment down below all your thoughts and stuff like that, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.